I'm super excited because I got my co-host back in the studio, Lasagna Wick.
Yes.
He was on vacation last week, huh?
I guess that's what they call it.
That's what they call it.
Went to see the fams up in Indiana.
The fams, huh? I saw some of the pictures with that, too.
Oh, did you see them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting good at downloading some pictures now.
I finally saw your daddy and your mama.
You see my daddy and my mama?
Yeah.
They did the thing. Now you know where I come from.
They look good.
Yeah, they really did.
That's where you get it from, huh?
They was excited. Now, you might have made that up. I don't know.
I might have made that.
You might have. But it's all good, though.
Y'all had a good time, though?
Oh, yeah, we really did. It was a really good trip.
That's good.
My nephew graduated, so he was excited. That's their first grandbaby graduating.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, so you know they was glowing.
Oh, man. He a tall brother, too.
Yeah, he tall.
Oh, brother, he taller than me or about my height?
No, he say 5'11".
He say 5'11".
Yeah, he said, I ain't 6 feet, I'm only 5'11". So that means he probably
He want to be short, brother.
I don't know.
Trying to
both my brothers do the same thing. My baby brother about 6'4". He like, girl, I'm only about 6'2". Then my other brother, he say, I think he's 6'1". I'm only about 5'11", 6. You know. I'm like, usually y'all stretch it, but they be shrinking.
Wow.
I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, they want to be short, huh?
I don't know.
Well, we had a good show last week anyway. We had True Story, Rodney True Story, huh?
Oh yeah.
You know, big guy. He remind me of what's the dude from the Green Mile?
Oh man, I know exactly.
Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah, Mr. Duncan.
And he sound like him too.
Oh, he had a big dude.
He sound like him, yeah. But he's a strong. He got a big spirit too.
Oh, that's a good thing.
He got a big spirit. We had a really good time with him in the studio. We had Big C.
Big C. And
Cherry Thompson Scott
yes.
up here in the studio. They dropped some knowledge.
Oh.
And then I had a guy call in from Atlanta, Georgia. His name was JaVale.
ATL.
Yeah, he has a book coming out called Soulgasm. And I had to figure out what that was all about.
Well, tell me.
Soulgasm.
You're going to let us know what it is.
It's an interesting concept. It's actually written by 4 different male authors.
Oh, good. So
and
collaborated.
Yeah, they collaborated on it. It's a fictional story that each one of them kind of took a character, a male character in the book, and wrote from their perspective on coming from the streets and then finding God, or just kind of like that transition in between that. And so it's called Soulgasm. It comes out in July, I believe July 18th. I kept messing up the date last week, but
July 18th. You got it this week.
I got it this week. July 18th it comes out. It's called Soulgasm. 4 brothers wrote it, and I'm pretty excited about it. They said they were going to send me a copy of it, and so when I get it, I'm read it. And I ain't read a fiction in a while. So
okay, that'll do you some good.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah. But by that time I'll be done with Bishop's book, Instinct.
I'm on chapter 11. I've been taking it real slow.
Really? I know. I done backed up a couple of times. I
Me
think
too.
I would be on chapter 11 too, but I done revisited
I'm trying
a
to tell
couple
you,
of things.
it's good enough to revisit the rest of my life, probably.
Really?
I'm telling you.
But I'm excited about tonight. We got a guest in the studio already. We've actually done some work with him at some of our events. He has a apparel label called Baby Daddy.
Oh.
That's right, I said it, Baby Daddy.
Oh, in the gray bowl.
Yeah,
Baby
so
Daddy.
we're going to talk
Not
about...
that Baby Daddy drama, though, right?
Nah.
Okay,
well, I don't know. We're going to talk
we gonna
about that. We're going to clarify all that.
Already.
But we're going to talk with him tonight a little bit, and then we're going to... we got an event coming up. And this is kind of like the brainchild of my wife, Carla Seaworth.
Oh, yeah.
It's a women's versus men's type event, and it's kind of spurned from, you wanted to know what the men were talking about last month.
Yeah, they need to let us in on the conversation.
So we're going to do that, and so we've really been getting a good response from a lot of people that are very interested in what's happening with this particular event. So we wanted to make sure, I wanted to talk about some of the questions. We've been having people post questions that they have for the opposite sex up here. Some pretty interesting questions.
If you're going to live, if you're going to be married to a man, if you're going to have kids, if you got cousins, you need to know how to relate. We need to know how men think. So it's like, if you want to live with them, be married to them, you need to know where they're coming from. Because they say, women from Venus, men from Mars, you got to get these planets together. We got to work that thing out.
So we've been going around just asking the opposite. A lady asked me the other day, one of the questions she wanted to post was, why do men cheat?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And then they might have some women. I women cheat. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, that came up.
Hey,
I'm gonna read
you know,
some of the
just saying.
responses. I'm gonna read some of the responses. Anita Jarrell Robertson. You're familiar with her. Getting people's minds, wrapped around it. Also, I mean, you've been on Facebook lately?
A little bit.
Okay, current event type stuff. I'm gonna talk about this a little bit later, I think too. Is there's a picture, a mugshot of a guy going around on the internet.
He was handsome.
Yeah.
I saw that work. It was like,
oh, you saw that work, huh?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, 33,000 hits. Oh, he fine. I was like, but the only problem is, how you gonna get a job? You know, everybody know about his mugshot.
Well, hey,
it's
guess now he can be a model.
I hope he gets into the movies, because that felony bracket's gonna be a little tight on him. But he was. Yeah, I saw him. I said, yeah, he had the high cheekbones. I was like, yeah, I see. But I just wouldn't want to be known for my mugshot. And it said mugshot going viral. That was the headline.
Yeah. They posted up. They thought they was going to embarrass the man, but
shoot, he got some fans. 33,000 of them.
So who knows? I mean, it might work out for him. Because I mean, when they interviewed him, they actually had an interview with him. I'll talk about the interview a little bit later. But I just kind of wanted to set the stage on some of the things we're going to talk about tonight. Diamond Power, what you got up?
Oh yeah, we got a surprise. Ditch digging.
Ditch digging?
Yes.
That's the name of it, huh?
That's it, ditch digging.
Okay. You seem pretty excited about that name, ditch digging.
Ditch digging.
All right, so we're going to go into our first music break, but then when we come back, we're going to get with our guests. We got them right here in the studio.
Already, y'all going to be
Baby Daddy.
this.
But all of these different topics, we're going to get into it. The men's versus women type thing, we want audience participation. So if you listening and you had some type of questions, or maybe you didn't have a question yet, you just want to chime in, and this is what we're going to talk about tonight. So 214-556-6239 is the number. That's 214-556-6239. And we're going to hit y'all with a little bit of Isaac Curry Preach right now, and then I'm going to follow that up with a new song.
Already?
A new song that I got today for Mally Music, Fighting For You. So y'all check that. Oh, you like that, huh?
Yeah, I love Mally Music.
All right.
That's my boy.
Yeah, his CD went #1 like as soon as before it came out.
I bet it did.
#1. Just,
shoot, don't play. They were waiting. They was standing by the computer. It's out. Boom. Got it.
Hey, I pre-ordered it. I had it on Sunday. I pre-ordered it on Sunday. But awesome album. I think every track on it has a great message in it. The music.
I love Mally Music. I like his style, eclectic. He's a variety artist. You can't put him in a box. So I like that about him.
Okay. Well, we got his new Mally. Y'all probably haven't even heard this yet, unless you got the CD. But it's called Fighting For You. And before that, we're going to hear Isaac Curry Preach.
That's what he said.
We back.
Large and in
What you think about that Mally Music?
I love Mally.
Fight For You.
I love Mally. Don't play with me. I don't think he put none out I didn't like.
So, congratulations, Mally. #1, you can stay up top. You're doing what you're doing,
You're going to pay that rent another year, boy. You're going to get that rent paid another year. Ooh, I know you was praying. It's paid. Baby, it's paid.
It's taken care of. He's such a humble spirit, too.
He really is.
So I'm very happy that he's doing so well. Now, I want to introduce our guest tonight. Met him a couple of months ago, actually at the Fishbowl awards ceremony that we had.
Oh yeah, you're right. Had a table set up, didn't you?
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Already.
Came out and did you have a table set up for that?
No.
No, you didn't. Oh, okay.
I was doing the walkthrough, letting everybody who I see know what I represent.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is that what it was?
So you
Okay.
was there, yeah. So you was there, and you gave me your card. We talked for a little bit, and then we stayed in contact. He's actually a couple of probably about 2 or 3 J Agape events that we've had.
Oh, yeah.
He's came through and had the opportunity to just kind of share about his brand, and so finally we got him in the studio tonight to talk about the Baby Daddy Apparel. All right.
That's a mouthful in and of itself. We're going to have to let him run with that.
Absolutely. So, Joe. How you doing?
All right.
Say hi to the people, man.
How y'all doing? My name is Joe Lawson, and I actually represent Baby Daddy. Now, the way that we represent it is probably not the way that you're hearing about it. So let me first tell you that the way that we spell it is not the way that you spell it. So that's probably the reason why it's so hard for you to find me.
Spell it for him, y'all.
We spell it BABIDDI. Now,
Eyes, in place of a Y.
yeah,
In place of the wise.
yeah.
Okay, so why, you about to tell us why
Why
we replacing the eyes with the wise with the eyes?
It's a real easy question. I mean, real easy answer. The whole concept of my brand and my clothes is actually exposing the dads who are in their kids' life, the ones who actually are going to the games, the ones who have custody of their kids. We never hear about those guys. So I think it is time for those guys to let people know that we are there, that we are active in their kids' life, and we are positive dads. And the eyes that represent in the baby daddy up under the baby eye actually represent that I am in my kid's life. Then up under the daddy eye, it represents that I am responsible. And when you start taking a message like this and you start putting it on those guys and those dads at those games and those dads who actually picking them up from school, we're going to make sure you see what a positive baby daddy look like, because people act like we doesn't exist.
Now let me ask you, how did you get started with this? What gave you the idea?
My daughter. And the thing with my daughter is, ever since she been born, I've been there since she been born, the day that she got born. But after you with the mom and y'all split up, y'all go y'all separate ways, but then I get cut short on certain things that I'm used to doing. If a mom can't pick her up from school, she called me, I go pick her up, and then I keep her until it's time for me to take her to the house. But when she get another boyfriend or she get another mate, it's kind of like she try to fill him in on what I'm supposed to be doing. So, and another thing, what really made me start putting it on, it's more like my counselor. When I put baby daddy on my chest and I walk past people, they read baby daddy and they laugh about that, but they think it's funny. But actually, the reason why I have it on is because I'm going through something. It's kind of like me letting you know that I'm going through something, but I'm not telling you what I'm going through. All these guys out here who actually are going to those games, doing everything that they have to do, you don't hear about these guys. And I don't really see how we're going to change anything about these guys who actually not doing anything if every time you hear baby daddy, it's always negative about what they don't do. We don't hear nothing positive about what these guys do. But everybody got a brother, everybody got an uncle, everybody got a dad who are in their kid life. But don't nobody else speak up for those guys. And this is my way for these guys to actually put this on. And when you are doing what you have to do, it is just something to let these people know that I'm
Really about the emotion, the get back.
None of it is about anything but the emotion. The thing with emotion is emotion can make you feel good, emotion can make you go bad. Emotion can make you go buy flowers, and emotion can make you jump over that gate to go do something you ain't got no business. That's emotion. And when you don't know how to control that, you in trouble.
Right. So what type of things, did you have that same type of experience, and then what type of things did you kind of learn from that you kind of, seed into or put into this particular movement? I'm gonna call it a movement. I know it's an apparel, but it's I think it's a movement to try to change some of the transitions, the tradition of how we think about, fathers, either being in the household or not physically being in the household.
What was the question? He asked me a question and he kept going. I'm listening to what you said, but not really.
No, I was just saying, what type of things did you learn from your experience that you were able to kind of put into this movement?
I'm still learning. I think this is not something that you can learn. I think this is something that you actually learn every single day, because it changes every day. My daughter get older every day. Her mom, one of my daughter now named Shanice, her mom is sick right now. You know what I mean? And I'm supposed to have Shanice now. But Shanice want to stay at home to help her mom. But I could have been like, whatever, tell your mama get well, it's your time to come with me.
Right.
But see, when you have that understanding, I'm not gonna make my daughter do anything like that, because then I'm making my daughter choose over her mom. We got so many months in this summer. Whenever your mom get better, whenever your mama feel better, daddy gonna grab you for what else I can get you for, because it's something that I have to do on both sides, because I don't want my daughter to feel like we tug and warring on her. You know what I'm saying? I don't want her to feel like she's profiting.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the whole thing is, once you get that relationship with your kids, as a matter of fact, if any man listening on this thing right now, man, if you have a relationship with your kid, it doesn't matter what the mama tell that kid or do to that kid, because if your daughter or your son know you, there's nothing that nobody can tell anybody if they know you. But if you don't know your kids, everybody can tell them anything about you and they'll believe it, because they don't know you. Get to know your kids, man.
That's awesome.
That's good.
That's good pointers, because my brother's, he has a 15-year-old son, and his son actually wants to live with him. And when he was younger, he had sat him down when he was 10. He was like, I don't want to make this hard on you, so tell me who you want to live with, you know, me and your mom. So at 10, he was like, yeah, I'm going to live with my mom. But now he's 15, and he's like, now I want to live with you, Dad, because I need to learn how to be a man.
Yeah, mom can't help no more.
He said, so I need to come live with you. He's not in high school yet. He's in 8th grade. So this is last year, so he wants to live, you know, with his dad. So you're right. Well, if you in their life and they know you, nobody can say nothing about my brother. The sun rise and set in him.
Yeah.
He yellow, my brother dark. He's like, Dad, I wish I was dark like you. The way my brother walk, he be just, you know, imitating him. And the thing is, when I look at kids, all kids feel like that. It's just that the adults take away their innocence and make them choose and pick and do all these things. Because when you're born, you love your mom and dad. You didn't know no different. You didn't pick them. So you just wake up and be like, I love you, and I love you.
You're making them grow too fast when you make them choose.
And they need to be kids as long as they can, because the world is harsh and cold enough. They'll get into all that soon enough. So let them kids be kids and let them love both of y'all, without fighting and making it their problem, you know, your problem, their problem.
So let me ask, before we go into this next music break, let me ask you, and I'm going to ask you this before every music break, just give out how people can stay in contact with you, order apparel, how they can, you know, get their own baby daddy wear.
The way that you can get to me, we also have our own website. It's babydaddy.com. It's BABIDADDI.com. We also on Facebook. If you put in Baby Daddy, I have like 6 different pages, but the one that you're gonna wanna click on to get in contact with me is the one that have I'm Not a Deadbeat Baby Daddy. And on that Facebook, that's where we post, like when we have events, when we go to different flea markets, whatever we do, wherever.
All right, y'all. So we definitely want to support this movement. When we come back, I want to talk to you more about the vision of Baby Daddy, and what types of things you want to do outside of just the apparel portion of it as well. Right now, I'm gonna go into this new song that we uploaded, Victory. His CD came out a couple of weeks ago, and this is called 180. This is a little hip hopish. So
ain't nobody mad at you.
Sure.
Do the thing.
Okay. All right, we are back. That was Victory, 180, and then Roy Tosh, Losing It. I like that. I like both of those songs. Christian rap has come a long way.
Baby.
It's good now. It's really good now. So, y'all make sure y'all support our Christian artists, and y'all support Baby Daddy. They right here in the studio with us right now. We've been talking to them before the break. If you're just tuning in, you can talk to them at 214-556-6239. You got any questions, anything you want to talk to them about, they right here in the studio with us for a little bit longer. Again, that's 214-556-6239. And right before the break, we wanted to talk about, you know, where is Baby Daddy going, the vision of Baby Daddy, outside of just the apparel portion of it. You know, what else do you see happening with Baby Daddy here?
One of the things that we're doing right now is there's a lot of guys out there who looking for jobs. There's a lot of guys out there who have those felonies, and I hate to say this, but I'm one of those guys too. So one of my dreams is actually to grab the guys who have those felonies, grab those guys who owe that child support money, and have them come out and actually get with us. Mm-hmm. Because right now, one thing that I learned is I can't do it by myself. And the people who listening to me right now, you can't do it by yourself.
Right.
So I'm asking these guys who we meet who tell us their story about them can't get their daughter, these guys who can't do this. Hey, join with us. We not no big company right now, but what we are doing is we are going out to these flea markets. We are getting guys who come out there and make the money that they can make, so you can try to do what you have to do. My whole thing is, baby daddy is something where I want to take and give to those guys who actually need that job, who feel like I can't get no job. If you can't get no job, come with us. Let us show you how we get it so you can get it the way that you know how to get it. But the only thing that I ask these guys is, when you come with us, we don't deal with the mess. Mm-hmm. We not drinking, we not smoking, we not riding, we not doing none of that. That's not actually what we doing. When you see a guy in baby daddy, the guy that I want you to see is a guy who have a target on his body. Mm-hmm. If you think about it, you can think about a target sign, and every time you see a target sign, somebody want to throw something at it, right? That's the same thing with a baby daddy. When you put this on, you as a role model. When you put this on, you as a target by, I'm just gonna say you're a target. Mm-hmm. And when you walk around with this target on your chest, the way that you open up the door for that older lady, or you help that lady with her groceries, or you help that woman who put her trash in the trash can, now we're showing them a different target on what you think you know. Mm-hmm. But you really don't know just because you heard about it. We're gonna show you what we're doing. And it's more like those guys who just need to go out there and get it, man. Say, look, everybody got something that they need to do. People ask me all the time, how did you start your company? I told them I put one foot in front of the other one, and I walked out the front of my door, and I asked questions. That's how I got to the point where I'm at now. I didn't know anything about no clothes. I didn't know anything about no trademark. I didn't know anything about anything. But when you get outside and you ask questions, and this one person don't know, but they know somebody who know, and they send you there, then when that person get there, he tell you a little bit, and he send you to 2 more people, it just happens for you.
So if there's a guy that's listening right now that fits that requirement, or that fits that mold that you're looking for, how can they get in contact with you about, getting connected with you guys?
Go ahead and get your pen and paper right now, man. I'm gonna wait for you. I ain't even gonna play with you. Go ahead and get your pen and paper right now, man. Okay, my number is 214.
Oh, you giving them the direct number?
384.
Okay.
2446. We ain't got time to waste, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow, you never know where you're gonna be, man.
That's good.
Let me tell them one more time. My number is 214-384-2446. But the whole thing with my goal is basically like, this is just the beginning of it. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I really don't know all my goals because God ain't gave them to me yet. Mm-hmm. Only thing God know, He give it to me by steps, because He know if He give me too much, I'm gonna forget something out of it. So I guess He give it to me.
I'm glad Dion not here.
Oh, you already know.
Because you resemble, anybody tell you resemble a comedian, Eddie Griffin.
Hey, look.
I already know what you're
I'm funny too. I'm funny too. I'll cut off this microphone. You can cut off this microphone.
I know he's gonna say Eddie Griffin. You got Eddie Griffin in the house. I know he was gonna say that.
Yeah, you got some. That might be in your family somewhere, man. Yeah.
Nah, my mom didn't act like that, man.
She didn't act like that?
I don't act like that, man.
My mama don't do that. You got the wrong mama.
Nah, man, I definitely, I love the movement. I love what you guys got on. And you brought a partner with you, man. You want to introduce your partner?
This is Will Reed. Now, let me tell you about Will Reed. If I can't do it, he can do it.
Already.
This is the guy who do all the baby daddy show. He actually do like all the posters. He do pretty much everything that I can't do. And this is the first guy who actually got out there and started working with me, started getting out there, going to these flea markets, and you know what I'm saying? You know how they say when you scratch your hand with your right hand? Mm-hmm. That's my right hand man.
Oh, okay. All right.
Appreciate you.
Well, good to have you in the studio.
Yeah, so Will, tell us your part. I know we were talking during the break about Baby Daddy, the different branches that it's getting into, and tell us the part that you handle, that you take over.
Basically, I just be out there representing. I'm a representative of Baby Daddy Apparel. So basically, what I be doing, I just get out there. Just like this past Sunday, we was at the Father's Table, better known as Real Man's Cook, and we just came together and we served over like 200 slices of sweet potato pies. We got rid of all of them. It was a wonderful event. The mayor, Kiki Shepard, and a lot of guys. Terry Allen was out there. We just had a fun support.
From Apollo?
Yes, Kiki Shepard.
She got pictures with the baby daddy. No, she was holding the baby daddy like that.
Yeah, she modeled the baby daddy had for us.
Come on now.
She enjoyed it. And I just set up a lot of events, man. You know, one time I was at the Mocha Hair Festival, cosmetics. I set up that event. We was up there for, I think that was last year or beginning of this year. And I try to set up big events, man, so we can go out there and just shine with the baby daddy. And basically, I'm a graphic designer. I do the graphic designs for Baby Daddy Apparel. And
Video too.
yeah, we do the video. We got something on YouTube called the new Baby Daddy Show, where we go out there and let guys do a little testimony about how they take care of their kids and represent their kids. So we show them the love that way. So what I do with it, I catch a dad out there on the street walking with his kids, and then I run up to him and just explain everything to him and put him on the Baby Daddy Show and get my hat or a shirt just by doing it. And they love it. It brings smile to it. It's actually a missionary in itself, because when we put smiles, when you have a positive swag that can put smiles on people's faces, that means it's something good. It's something positive, you know. And that's what we try to stay away from, is the negativity. We try to do something just positive out here, you know. And that's basically what I'll be doing out here, just represent for the baby daddies who do take care of the kids. And at the same time, the whole perspective on the baby daddy, in my opinion, is my daughter, that's my baby. You know, by me being in her life and doing the things that I do for a kid, she will always call me daddy. That's the baby daddy concept right there, you know. That's my baby, she will always call me daddy. If I'm not in her life, she ain't gonna call me daddy. You know, and that's basically what we got. That's basically what we out here doing, just letting people know we as dads need to take the initiative to step up to the plate and be more involved in their kids' lives. Because the best gift a father can give to the kids is himself, and that's basically what we putting out here. So it don't matter what you do, just spend a little bit more time with your kids, because they gonna love it. Because the kids know what the love is. That's all they looking for. It's the love from their mother or their father. Because we have a blind eye against neglect, and we have a blind eye against abuse, and that shouldn't be happening between the mother or the father. So it don't matter what y'all got going on. So you just be involved with your kids' life.
That's good.
And it's some positive young men. I like that.
I like that.
And,
They gonna get that baby daddy turned around in no time.
no time.
No time.
So if you see a guy run up on you with a camera with a baby daddy shirt, we ain't trying to rob you. We just letting you know right now, we trying to make sure, you know what I'm saying, what kind of dude you got, man. That's all. And,
I do a lot of volunteer work. I'm actually a AmeriCorps volunteer member, so I do a lot of volunteer work. I was just at the Salvation Army this past week, helping out with the homeless, you know, feeding them, you know, getting them some good food, getting them some good fellowship with our organization. My organization is TORI, and that's the Texas Offender Reentry, you know, program. But that's basically what we're doing. I'm trying to do positive things, because when I got out of jail, either I'll go do something negative or I'll do something positive. But my daughter kept me from doing something negative, so I had to just do straight positive things. By me being involved around positive things and positive activities and positive people, it helps me become like, right now I'm 2 years drug free. So when I got out, so I've been on drugs for like 17 years, so I'm 2 years drug free. That's just by me keeping myself around positive people and doing positive things. That's how I know people. Yeah, you pay them taxes.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you.
That's good.
And one more thing we have in I think in August, the 29th, the 30th, and the 31st, we having a big DFW African Festival out there at Yellow Belly drag strip. And Baby Daddy gonna be up there, I'm gonna be up there promoting it, and I'm gonna be up there doing the photography. So if y'all looking for vendors, please look up the website. That's dfwafricanfestival.org, and you can be a vendor, or you can sponsor, or you can be involved in the activity that's going on up there. And
Where is Yellow Belly?
That's in Grand Prairie.
Yellow belly.
Yellow belly.
Say, that sounds like a catfish, man.
It sounds like
That's a Grand Prairie. So they got a drag strip?
Yes, it's a drag strip, yes.
Really?
It's been going on for a long
drag
time.
racing?
Yeah, drag racing.
Okay, you gotta explain things, you know.
Where you
I'm
live?
sorry.
Plano?
No,
I live in Irving. I live in Irving, but I'm not from here.
I'm like, explain that.
Yeah.
I live in Irving, but I'm not from here, so
Oh,
I'm
okay.
still
I
learning
didn't know
different
that.
things that's going on.
So Grand Prairie got.
And that's right around the corner from here, so I'm trying to figure out. I would love to come to something like that.
Greg Grayson, right? Yeah, I told him to help me now. Help our listeners.
They're having big soccer tournaments out there, so it's gonna be a good festival out there. And they're looking for performers too. So if you're a performer and you're looking for somewhere to perform, you can always go to the website. That's DFWAfricaFestival.org.
I might have to go out there and perform a little bit for them. Get on to their
We got the
website.
hookup for you.
Already.
Good. We like hookups.
Already.
We love hookups. All right, so we got to pay some bills right now. But one more time, I'll give out the numbers, 214-556-6239. Definitely appreciate these two brothers coming by and sharing with us their vision. I mean, what are some things you guys kind of want to, like, final statements you want to leave our audience with, something that you want to leave on their mind about what you guys are doing? Anything.
I got it. Okay.
Both of y'all can take a turn.
Yeah. The last thing that I really want to say is babydaddy.com is BABIDADDI. For those guys who didn't get the chance to get my number, so you can call me and find out how you can actually get out here and show us how you can know. And even if you have your own type of way of sales or marketing, man, we're looking for anybody who have an idea, who ain't scared to get out here and show us how to do it, man. I'm learning just like anybody else. And my number is 214-384-2446. And a matter of fact, tomorrow we're going to be in Waco at Family Fun Day. I don't know the address. If you Google it, it's Family Fun Day Waco. It's actually tomorrow. I will be in the house. So come and check me out, man. We got the shirts, we got the hats, book bags. Put like this, if you love your daddy, man, go on and drive down there and go get him something, man, because there's nothing like you giving your dad something just to let him know I love that you've been in my life, my whole life.
Do that.
How about yourself, Will?
Yeah, leave our audience.
Yeah, I would just like to say, man, we do got a little slogan that goes like daddies who do, and basically a daddy who do is just a dad or a father who does not want to let his child down. And that's basically what I want to say, you know, that's babydaddy.com, and neglect is not an option.
Awesome.
All right, that's the best way to end it right there.
Neglect is not
Baby Daddy,
an option.
y'all. That's BADIDA.
DDI.
No, wait a minute.
BABI.
BABI.
Yeah,
Okay.
BABI.
I said Big Daddy.
Okay, for the people who really want to know how to spell baby daddy, man. Take your pencil, man. Mark the Y's out, then
I
put
put it
an
on
I.
the website right.
Yeah, you put it on.
Put it up here right.
BABI.
Yeah, B-I.
DADDI.
One more thing, the I is actually up under the baby, represent that I am in my kid's life, and up under the daddy I, it represent that I am responsible. Our slogan is daddies who do.
Awesome.
Daddies who do. All right. So we're going to pay some bills real quick. We're going to come back, and we're going to get into some of those other things we said we was going to talk about.
Men versus women.
Hey.
Hey, that's crazy.
Oh, yeah.